in a starting 11 containing 6 30-somethings. But there is a surprise with the inclusion of Stefano Sturaro for his first ever start in this competition. Alvaro Morata gets the nod to take on his former side as partner to Carlos Tevez. There are English semi-finalists. The match officials led by referee Martin Atkinson. Gareth Bale is fit enough after a calf problem to reclaim a starting berth after proving his fitness as a substitute in the weekend win over Sevilla. Sergio Ramos, who played in midfield again, looks set to keep the role that he also played in the second leg of the quarter-final against Atletico. But with Bale back, it means there's no place in the first 11 for the hero of that evening, goalscorer Javier Hernandez. Juventus are the first Italian semi-finalists in the Champions League.
Against what is clearly the favourites.
And here's an early opportunity for Vidal, who goes down. It was a clearance from Casillas that... It's James Rodriguez who managed to miss out. Here's Carlos Tevez. And a decent strike. Marcelo. Ronaldo strikes it again towards Morata. He got the better of Pepe and goes back to him from Marquisio. And Tevez has found the gap, and it's turned in by Morata. Alvaro Morata comes back to haunt his former club, and as that came out from Casillas, he was in the right place to turn it home. He doesn't celebrate, but there's plenty of cause for celebration here for Juventus with that early breakthrough.
Well, that's the channel that they've been causing problems early on here, down that right-hand side, where Varane and Marcelo just haven't got it together. Look at the size of the gap there. Marcelo's got to tuck in. They were appealing for offside, but it wasn't. It certainly wasn't. And it reflects the good, positive start that they've enjoyed. See whether he's gone up. Now a threat.
Isco. It's Toni Kroos who has a go. And Buffon has to help that one round.
Well, for someone with such a good shot.
In from James. Marcelo. Isco with Ramos up to his right, has a go in. And Sturaro has won it. He's got two moving to his right. He's pulled it back for Carlos Tevez. And off the outside of the post in the end, although the ball, I think the flag had gone up for offside.
Oh, he was way off, but they're getting caught in possession, Real Madrid, really well.
Tevez having a go from distance this time. Kroos. James with the ball in. And the header over by Varane.
Got it really well there.
Ronaldo.
His teammates.
And one slotted round to Cristiano Ronaldo, stayed onside, but couldn't get it on target.
I'll talk about offering a target. It's a fantastic run. And
Steiner has got away from Marcelo and from Isco as well.
But they've got to sort out that side of the defence. Marcelo.
Isco. James. Manages to feed Carvajal. It's a good return ball as well to James. Ronaldo! Who else? The man on the spot obliges. 1-1.
Just a bit of quality. In fact, a lot of quality displayed by James Rodriguez there. Lovely work down the right-hand side. And he puts it on a plate for his teammate. It's just what they needed, because they have been at 6s and 7s at times. You really wouldn't expect Ronaldo to get that kind of space in the...
Pepe and Ronaldo in each other. Marquisio opts to shoot.
Well, Casillas asking why he wasn't closed down, because Marquisio.
Storaro. Evra's ball across. Kroos. Marcelo. Driven across by Isco. And Marcelo on the follow-up after James had the initial effort.
Oh, James sat underneath the crossbar. He's wondering how on earth he didn't score there on the stretch, but even so.
Atta, who just got the touch and tries to follow it up himself. Well, by no means a tentative first half of the first leg. Real Madrid, the reigning champions, stunned in the opening 9 minutes. A nervy opening by Ancelotti's side.
Especially with ball position, 1-1 is not a bad result actually against Real Madrid, but it's important for them to
Pepe in the way that they didn't early on in this match.
Vidal pushes it on to Carlos Tevez, and it's straight at Casillas.
Well, he's the man most likely.
Marcelo aiming one in for Ronaldo, floats past he and Chiellini and Evra.
I don't know if Chiellini let that go.
Morata's touch. Tevez. Kroos with the kick. Tevez with Morata moving to his right, having been tripped. He has to go alone here, Tevez. Carvajal holds him up and the referee points to the spot. To Carvajal's disbelief, Martin Atkinson in no doubt gives the penalty. And Juventus asking if further action should be taken against the defender.
Well, we've had several incidents in this second half where there's been a little bit of contact and the player involved does not.
Juventus facing up to Iker Casillas. Tevez restores the Juventus lead. He brings up his half-century of goals for the club and has them back on the road to the final in Berlin.
Well, he's a player of huge experience, and as I mentioned before, a player in great form. How important might that goal be? I said they would have felt they really did need a second to take to the Bernabeu if they can retain this lead. He gambles on Casillas, diving one.
Left behind by Tevez for Patrice Evra. Oh, just for a moment then Carvajal must have had another men to arrive in the middle. Storaro shot down the mid lane towards Vidal, who went down very theatrically indeed. The hero of their emergence from the quarter-final, Javier Hernandez, looks for Bale. Driven across by Ramos. And Ronaldo couldn't have been very far from applying a touch to that.
Well, they all looked across at the linesman, thinking the flag might have gone up here. They just dropped Vidal. Pepe with a really loose ball.
Lifted across by Bale, just beyond the reach of the stretching Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, Bale will be drifting onto this right-hand side a bit more now. Chiellini taking no prisoners, getting a cut on the eye for his troubles.
Chiellini with cross. And Kroos.
Sat up temptingly for him.
Carvajal with a cross. Hernandez. James with the ball in. Coming on familiar to Real Madrid in Fernando Llorente. Spaniard who has scored 7 goals against them in his career, including both the group stage matches. Get them level here. Marcelo's ball in, who's on loan from Udinese with the option to make that a permanent. Marquisio. And Varane has missed it, and Llorente's in here. Casillas second best, and he couldn't pull it back. Well, Carvajal coming to his team's rescue just when it looked as though Pereira, who'd just come on, would have the opening to get Hernandez. Driven right across invitingly. Kept in by Carvajal. And it was Llorente's header, and Casillas just manages to hang on with Chiellini, looking to pick up any rebound.
I think it might have got blocked, a bit of weight of the ball taken.
Lichtsteiner with one in the middle. And Kroos with the kick. Back across to Pepe. The European champions under real pressure in this semi-final of the Champions League. The Italian champions, Juventus, have beaten them 2-1 in the first leg here. But how crucial will Cristiano Ronaldo's away goal be? It was a former Real Madrid player, Morata, who set Juventus on their way, but a penalty conceded by Carvajal, converted by Carlos Tevez. The difference for the first leg. Now what do the star names of Real Madrid have in them for the home leg next week? We shall see. Full time.